What's going on, everyone? It's DC3 Johnson here with another NBA 2K20 My League rebuild for the Minnesota Timberwolves here. So where we last left off, guys, we pretty much got eliminated in the conference finals, which was very unfortunate. So we are going to pursue. So we're gonna try to see if we can keep our guy Newman, but we are pursuing Steve Kerr, and it looks like we might also pursue Vince Carter, who has a higher offensive grade. Because at this point, we got to figure out what's going on and what's causing the bleeding that we just can't get through to the NBA Finals, basically. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. So, because I really like Newman, he was our guy, but unfortunately, if talent's an issue, then we need to consider all of our options here. And so we do go ahead and go with Vince Carter. So we say goodbye to Newman. And right now we have to re-sign Karl Anthony Towns, who looks like we're going to have to offer the full max deal. SuperMax 8% increase, 5 years, just to get him back, basically. And hopefully this goes well, because yeah, I don't like the contract. That's like 50 something million and shit. Okay. Well, we started off the video a little on the negative side. Looks like we're gonna lose Karl Anthony Towns to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Don't know why he did that. I I I don't know, because I mean, I was offering him 5 years Supermax compared to 3 years no bird rights from the Cavs. But it is what it is. We just have to take it for what it is, and that means we just have to double down on making sure we retain Jabari Parker, pretty much all of our guys, Culver, and go from there. I mean, we do have D'Angelo still, and we have, I believe we still have Laurie Markkinen, so this should be decent enough. I'm not gonna lie, that hurt. I have this is probably the first time I ever, and of course D'Angelo lost 2 points. Of course he did. But this is probably the first time I've ever lost a bird right teammate or player to free agency. I don't think I've ever lost and I'm looking at his contract, and he has a player option for the 4th year, so it's good. It took me a second to get over it, really. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. That one was brutal. That one was tough. It's all good. We gotta keep going. Unfortunately, it is what it is. And let's see this trade. Cause look, there. I mean, we're gonna lose Laurie Markkinen because we don't have enough money to retain him. And he's gonna probably want like a 40 million a year type deal, and we can't really afford that. Right now, our center position, since we lost Karl Anthony, we're doing okay. While at the power forward, we have Jabari Parker, who's probably about a point or two below. So I think we are going to pull the trigger, and we're going to go ahead and acquire Clint Capella just to improve ourselves in the center position. We'll take the L and a little 2 points on the power forward position, but we're gaining a 91. So we're going up 8 points on the center, on the starting center position. And we have Capella tied down for another 2 more years, so that should probably make things a lot easier for us here. Let's take a look at this trade offer. So we hardly use Irving. They want our first round pick in exchange for this guy who I don't know who he is, but it looks like he's a 79 overall. I guess they probably have him in the G League, and that's probably why it pops up as a 75 because of morale. Wasn't really that interested. I guess when I looked at it, I was like, we already kind of have a point guard. I think we should be okay. I was a little curious to check it out, I guess, But yeah, it just wasn't that appealing, I guess. And thus far, looks like we're not doing too bad actually without Karl Anthony Towns. I mean, we're 26 and 10, so we should definitely be a playoff team just like last year, and we sweep the Cavs. We beat both. That does feel a little. I do feel a little satisfaction from that we took out Karl Anthony. And we're like, hey, no hard feelings, bud. No hard feelings. Oh yeah, but yeah, we gotta win these games. All right, so Giannis is the and then Karl Anthony's the starter over there. Do we get any of our guys? Looks like we don't. I think the one thing that has been kind of messing us up is the fact that D'Angelo has been getting like he just can't stay away from injuries, which is not great because that's kind of I'm pretty sure that's a factor for us losing these playoff games is the fact that we end up losing D'Angelo or we end up getting him back midway through the series, and that's just unfortunate. That's just not ideal for us. As so far we did pass 50 wins. Ooh, look, okay. All right, we lost to Phoenix. Don't know how we lost to Phoenix, but we beat the Celtics. So that's curious. And we lose to Phoenix again. Oh shit. Okay, so Doncic is MVP. Terrence Clark, 6th Man of the Year. Giannis MVP, Defensive Player, Most Improved goes to the Warriors. Coach of the Year goes to Monte Williams. Don't know what team he's playing for. Oh, we got D'Angelo on the NBA third team. Alright. Okay. That's good. First time. Pretty much nothing else. Oh, wow. Chicago's really invested in rookies because they got 3 all-seconds. Alright, so this is how our roster looks like right now, guys. So far, looks like somewhat decently balanced. And we're facing the Warriors in the first round, which is pretty ironic. And we take care of them in 5, which is great. Alright. Oh. Oh! Oh! Oh, we lost D'Angelo. They put Culver to start as the point guard. But either way, look at that. Milwaukee destroyed the Lakers 4-0. And it looks like they're going to go back to the old NBA style of just having the best of the West and the best of the East. So no more team captains or anything like that from the looks of it. Looks like we still have the picks on Chicago and Indiana. And look at that. Look at that. I guess that transitioned to a top 3 pick for us, and we still get the 8th pick as well from Indiana. So, not bad overall. We're taking a look at our roster very briefly. So we are probably going to lose Rozier to free agency. Naismith, his contract should be pretty much expired at this point. And we still have Jaden Springer as well, who I think his contract is also expiring this year. I mean, we still have Jabari Reed as the backup. I think we should still have him under the rookie deal. And then Capella, obviously our starting center. So just taking a quick peek at what we could get. I mean, honestly, we just can't go wrong with anything right now. And look at this all-star potential for for Chuck Bryan. So no doubt about that. The other 2 guys on top were like starter level. Well, all-star, you take all-star whenever you can get it. So, and then we pretty much trade our pick to the Nets for 2 picks in the following years. Because at the end of the day, 1's fine. We do end up keeping the 28th pick, and we get a Eurostash player that could potentially develop. And then we extend the qualifying offers to pretty much all of our guys that we possibly can extend qualifying offers to. And we're going to go straight for Naismith. No doubt about it. Malik Beasley, I mean, we'll give him an offer. I don't think we'll be able to keep him. Looks like he wants a really high contract offer. He wants like $32 million. which I just don't think we can possibly afford to do it. And it looks like teams aren't really interested because I don't see any offers for him. I would want to lowball him, but it looks like we are going to have to renounce his rights to keep, and definitely have to renounce to Rozier, and trying to see if I could figure out a way to keep him, but unfortunately no possible way. So looks like we'll lose Beasley and Rozier, which is yeah, I guess that's fine. I mean, at the end of the day, we already had drafted a point guard last year to kind of basically be the one to phase in for D'Angelo once D'Angelo started declining. So it gives us the opportunity to really develop him, and then we're going to double down and go for Malik Fitz, who's our backup small forward. And see right now, see that's just how close we are to the hard cap. That is not allowing me to match his qualifying offer, even though it's a lot less. It's about $4 million. Okay, so let's see if I do this decline. Oh, it still won't let me do it. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna have to decline the offer. Well, yeah, actually, we should have declined Beasley's offer to begin with, and it looks like I'm gonna have to restructure Fitz's deal, which is fine because right now, even though it says I have Springer for an $84 million deal, in reality, it's gonna be a 1 year $4 million because he took the qualifying offer instead to take more money next year. So I just want to double check to make sure the guys that we want to keep, we have them cap holded, and that we don't have any issues with them. And yeah, so we go ahead and restructure Naismith's deal. Looks like we're probably going to keep Fitz onto that restricted free agency contract offer, just because I don't think we'll be able to really afford to offer him a legit contract. And at the end of the day, it looks like these teams are over the cap anyway, which is the one good thing. And so we end up slimming the rest of free agency, and he ends up taking the qualifying offer for about $12 million, so not bad. Again, Russell looks like due to injury declines another point, which isn't ideal considering we're giving him max deal money. But let's just keep going. So right now we'll focus on untapped potentials for our guys that we signed to long-term deals. We gave one to Culver, just double checking to see if there's, because we only have one more slot. It looks like we're probably gonna double down on I think we'll give it to Josh, yeah. Just so you can have him really push to that 90 level and have someone kind of basically replace Beasley's lost. Let's see what we could do, guys. I do think at this point we're in the hot seat for this season because technically this is our 6th or 7th season, and I think as a general manager they don't really have, unless they're really successful GMs, they don't have good turnaround times. Like I think the average turnaround time for a GM is like 4 to 5 years. So I think at this point I would consider ourselves to be in the hot seat, considering that we lost Karl Anthony Towns. We did make the conference finals again, but we didn't win. And that, considering that we're paying a bazillion dollars in luxury tax in a team like Minnesota, that is probably, the owner's probably not happy. He's probably like, I'm shelling out a bunch of money and you still haven't brought me an NBA title. So either you find me, either you bring me a title, or I'll find somebody that will. So we'll see how this goes. Because I also do believe that if we don't win this year, it's going to be very tough to keep the team as is, which is why I'm already looking. I know we just developed Josh, but I need to really roll the dice because our guys are, I mean, Josh and Culver are still pretty young, like they're 25, 26, so we could rebuild around them. But because of the deal that we have with D'Angelo and Capella, we would have to flip both of them and find centers that can be easily replaceable, or sorry, easily obtainable for us to be able to to get to that potential again, which is going to be tough. I don't think we can find a younger 90 overall center and a 90 overall point guard. So essentially, we would be out of the running for an NBA title for at least a couple years, like 2 or 3, if we don't double down. And again, it's just frustrating. Like D'Angelo's only had one full 82 game season since playing for us. Unfortunately, injuries just seem to continue to be a problem for him, and it's just frustrating because now we lost him for pretty much the rest of the season, and that is definitely not ideal for us, considering that we're in a tight spot. And let's see what we can do here. So so we're gonna go ahead and do. Sorry guys, I got a little caught up with the injury with D'Angelo. I just couldn't believe it. And so we're gonna go ahead and pull the trigger on Monte Morris, our point guard. Well, a point guard that we're trying to acquire, and it looks like we're pretty much gonna. Atlanta's playing hardball with us, which is another thing that's really annoying me right now, because I'm gonna have to give him like 4 or 5 draft picks, first round picks, just to get this guy, just so we could flip and really have an opportunity to really make a run for this championship. Now that we for sure won't have D'Angelo Russell in the playoffs. And so since the double checking, looks like Karl Anthony was the Easter All-Star. Culver looks like made our, which is great, and of course no D'Angelo, which I'm actually surprised no Capella, but I guess it is what it is. It's a tough spot to compete with. It looks like we split the series with the Cavs because we did beat them at home, but we lost, so we go 1-1 with them. And it looks like we split with the Lakers as well. It looks like we might be able to edge out 50 wins, which is, oh yeah, okay, perfect. We already have the 50 wins. Okay, ooh, but we lost 3 in a row. So 4 in a row. Oh my God, that's bad. And then Giannis MVP, not much of a surprise there. Wagner, Rookie of the Year. Garland, Coach of the Year goes to Mike D'Antoni. Look at how close that was, 56 wins. And of course, nothing for us, no awards, nothing like that, which is another thing that, compared to the Cavs rebuild, we haven't been able to really develop anybody to win awards here, which is sad to say because we had a really strong core. We had Karl Anthony and D'Angelo. So I'm just really surprised about that, but I think that's another factor playing with us on this hot seat here. And this is pretty much how our rotation is going to go down. Just double checking, D'Angelo's still under the injured list, and yeah, no chance of him coming back. It looks like it's still labeled a season injury. So now this is one of the changes that happened is that they did the 1 through 16 instead of the East versus West kind of matchup. So we're facing New York in the first round, and oh my God, okay, oh, yep, I'm fired. There's no way. I got eliminated by the Knicks, by James Nolan or Dolan or whatever, and the New York Knicks in the first round, a 5 seed and a 12 seed. Yeah, I lost my job. And Milwaukee ends up coming back from 3-1 to win another title, which back to back. So here are going to be the awards, guys. I think we'll go ahead and leave this here. We'll go ahead and leave the Timberwolves here. Unfortunately, the best we could do was two conference finals appearances. We lost Karl Anthony, and we'll just have to go to the next one. We did win a championship with the Cavs. So now we'll just go ahead and pick another team and see if we could go 2 out of 3 here. Coach of the Year, no Coach of the Year awards. And looks like points per game, but yeah guys, I really do appreciate you guys sticking around to the end to watch everything, guys. just hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel, and check out my other content. I got NBA, my career as well, UFC, Madden NFL. So you guys take care, and you guys stay safe out there, guys. Look at this, Milwaukee 3 championships. So future's looking bright for Giannis. We'll see how reality plays out.